Your hands are cold. Your movements lifeless. You want more speed. You're feeling restless. Sir, take a seat, yes! You'll move much faster. You ask how? Speed colors the answer. Hey! Press those lips against the arena and naturally move you. Speed colors, speeds of your life. Get him up!
Alright, what is up everybody? I'm back, finally. I haven't uploaded a video in like 2 months now. Mainly it's because I was lazy and then I was banned for about a month. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. I want to speak about this new map, Revelations, obviously. And I want to first I want to show you what I was using to get to a bit of a higher round. I think I got to 50 something, maybe 55. And what I was basically doing, and then after that, I'm gonna be just sort of talking about what I like about the map and the little things I sort of dislike. Mainly though, the map I'm really enjoying. I think it's great. Probably one of my favorite maps of all time. Anyways, to get into this sort of strategy I had, as you can see I was camping out in the area where Kino was, the stage, by the teleporter, just training around the gramophone. And I would just camp and use my gravity spikes to get most of the kills. To charge them, I would throw one of the little Arnies or shoot my Apothecant Servant once. I did use a Thunder Gun earlier on. I noticed it was a little bit nerfed from what it was in Black Ops 1. In Black Ops 1 it had like... It's still great, obviously, but in Black Ops 1 it had more range. It sort of shot a bit farther. But besides that, it's still a great gun. When I downed, I lost it. It was my mule kick weapon, and I didn't really mind too much because the Apothecant Servant just seemed better. And at the time of this gameplay, I didn't know how to upgrade the Apothecant Servant, which is why I won't have it upgraded throughout this game. I also didn't know about the Juggernog helmet that gives you an extra hit, which is like right next to me right now throughout this entire gameplay. I just never saw it. Anyways, okay. I would throw a little Arnie or shoot one shot from my Apothecant Servant, and that would usually charge up my gravity spikes all the way. As you can see right now, I just shot that one and it's charging the gravity spikes pretty far. It's better to use it when there's obviously a full train of zombies, and training can be hard. And while playing, when I was sort of under the stage, I wasn't sure if the water slowed me down or not. I was sort of in the mix. I tested it, but I also had stamina up, so I wasn't too sure. I'll see if I can find out though. So, you run around with your gravity spikes trying to get as many kills as you can before they go away, and then you sort of shoot your Apothecant Servant or throw down a little Arnie. The little Arnie seems to do better. I think maybe it lasts a little longer, and it definitely like sort of hits them more than it kills them, which is why I liked it a lot. Another thing, actually, right now, you see where the arrow's pointing? It said I could pick something up, but I actually just didn't see that when I was playing the game. There was the max ammo in the nuke, and you know, my eyesight, it's just attracted to shiny things. Like, hold to pick up. Who's gonna look at that? That's stupid. No! Anyways. What I keep for my Gobblegum is usually going to be Alchemical Antithesis, but then later on into the game I found out that those Panzers pretty much destroy you. So it's probably good to also bring in the Fatal Contraption Gobblegum. You can choose between the two, or even the free max ammo, the cashback. This is where a Panzer came for like the second time. They don't come pretty often. It's like every 22, 23 rounds or something. He came and he tried to destroy me, and he nearly did. This was terrible. I wasn't prepared for it at all. I put on my gravity spikes like I would in Der Eisendrache, and it just didn't do anything. I wasn't able to shoot him with the Sprecky because it doesn't do any damage now. Eventually he got me trapped, I think. Yeah, he's getting me trapped. I throw a little Arnie's. It's stupid, basically. I mean, I like that they brought the Panzer back along with the, was it the Margwa? And the Margwa's sort of new, where they have the Elemental Margwas. I only saw 2 of them. I saw the Fire one and that, like, Skull one that was blue. I like how much they added into the map. Like, they saw that you don't really need new stuff, you can bring back old stuff. A lot of people were upset that there was no new perk. I didn't really mind too much because they did bring the perk Machine for Widow's Wine back, which is something I really wanted because when you're playing on like DE or Gorod, trying to get Widow's Wine out of that Wonder Fizz takes forever. Like 100 rolls later and you just never get Widow's Wine, and I don't know why. Okay. Well, I haven't really trained in many of the spots. I trained here a little bit, and then you can camp at the portals, the outside portals for where you're about to go into Nocturne Tone. You can camp there. That's better when you have more than one person though, because they won't come from behind you unless you just came through the portal. But if you have like 3-4 people, that's probably the best way to go, is camp at the portal, all of you together, all of you got good guns, then that's probably the best way to do it with co-op. But when you're training solo, I've heard people say that there's apparently a strategy where you can use the like moon bouncers to just escape and it'll kill all the zombies if you just jump on it. And I haven't really seen that much or tried it, but I'll probably look into it. Right now, for the sort of higher rounds, I had a couple glitches, which is probably the only thing I don't like about the map. Sometimes zombies, they like get stuck and just stop moving, and it's pretty weird. It kind of messes with your train, and if you walk into them, they will hit you. Another thing is my keeper protector. He sort of just disappeared at around, like, sort of round 30 or 35, somewhere around there, and he just disappeared and would not come back, and it wouldn't let me get a new one. So I probably would have gone farther if I had my keeper protector, but, you know, nothing to sweat. So, and there's the glitches where I've seen zombies sort of float up in the air and go down into the ground. So the only thing I've seen about this map that I don't like too much is the glitches. I love the layout, I love the setup, I love the guns. It's probably one of my top 5 maps, maybe top 3 even. It's an amazing map, but of course there's a lot of people that don't like it for these renovations. A lot of people are saying, like, why isn't it simple? I thought we were going to go back to the old ways, that's why it's called Revelation. And I don't really understand that much. I feel like it's better, like, if you want to play the old maps, go play the old maps. We don't need new old maps, you know? Anyways, okay. The gravity spike strategy, I tried it earlier as well with the thunder gun, and it also didn't work as well because the thunder gun doesn't kill as many zombies as the apothecary servant, so it doesn't charge up your gravity spikes as much. I think it still would have been better if I didn't have this brecci and I had the thunder gun or Zeus cannon, because the brecci really just became useless at these high rounds. It did nothing. The only thing that would actually kill with the brecci was its blast furnace, for obvious reasons, because that works on any gun. But due to its ammo count, I feel like the brecci is probably not the best way to go. If you aren't going to have a Zeus cannon, then you should probably go with an apothecary servant and like a point gun or something, like the Tommy gun. Who knows? I'm not sure if there's monkeys in this map. I don't think there are. I've gotten a lot of the good stuff from the box, and I'm not sure what other wonder weapons there are. I know there's the Zeus cannon and the apothecary servant, but besides that, no clue, because I have only played it a few times. And this was my first attempt that you're watching now. But then, in between sort of rounds, what you want to do is also get your shield. Your shield is probably the most important part. That's what really saves your ass. You get your shield. The best way to go is just go up towards here where I'm about to, and take the Dreisendrach portal into Noct, and then just do the same thing to get back. And there's also a Gobblegum machine sort of right behind me where I just was. You go there to get your whatever you want, your Fatal Contraption or your max ammo or your alchemical. I personally use alchemical. I like it more than cashback for a lot of reasons. Oh, I'm not going to go into that now though. So, the map also, okay. There was, I think at round 45, you saw it earlier, like right at the beginning of the video, is where I saw my first spider, and I'm not sure if they only spawn inside of the apothecary, but it was the first time I ever saw spiders, so I'm not sure if they actually do come really late, or if they only come in that area. Be sure to let me know if you can. So, from going back, as you saw, I just got a new shield, and I'm going back to the space, and now I'm here, camping again. It's actually really easy, and the death machine basically never gets bad. Well, as far as I know, as far as I've gotten, it's just, I've never seen it go terrible. It still kills the zombies in like 3-4 shots. And with insta-kill, of course, oh, another thing to note, with insta-kill, your gravity spike still won't one-shot the zombies. They won't one-shot the zombies at this round no matter what. It'll sort of knock them down, and then you need to, like, do it again. However, the zombies just won't be able to hit you while you're slamming on the ground. I don't know, you're sort of just immune, and you're knocking everything down, even the stuff behind you. Some people weren't sure, but you knock down the stuff in front of you, next to you, behind you, and it takes about 2 or 3, you know, slams to kill something, unless you slam right on top of them, in which it'll probably kill them in the first shot. I think the reason I downed at 55 was because I picked up a death machine and there was a max ammo, and what I normally do during max ammos, and what you should do during max ammos, is you should definitely just waste all of your little Arnies and waste all of your Apothecary Servant shots so you can do it. But what I did is I picked up my death machine and I started spraying everywhere. It was pretty dumb of me. I know it was a stupid mistake to do. And here, see, this is where the Gobblegum machine is, where I come back to get my alchemical after using mine. The best setup for co-op as far as perks go is probably what I have right now with your Juggernog, and you're gonna have upgraded Juggernog as well, which is super easy to get. You just get the Keeper Protector, and then you have him kill about 15 zombies, and you come to the stage, and right in the back of the stage, right at the end, you'll see a mannequin wearing a Keeper head. You go hold square, and it gives you a bunch of boosted effects. You can get 1 extra hit. You also take 50% less damage from Keepers. You do 33% more damage to Keepers, and something else I don't remember. So it gives you a lot of good stuff, but it's super easy to get as well. You can... What I'm doing right now is trying to get kills with my Blast Furnace, which, again, not the best thing to do. Don't try to use anything like this. It's probably just the safest way you can do it is get your Zeus Cannon and get your Apothecary Servant and keep those two. And for trains, like I'm doing here, is little Arnies, they kill an entire, like, wave, and it's amazing. Little Arnies are the best. Like, if there are no monkeys in this map, I'll be okay, because I'd pick little Arnies over them anyways, because I feel like little Arnies kill more zombies than the monkeys by like a lot. And another thing, there's a box location right here, and there's another mannequin next to the Keeper mannequin that has a wolf's head on it. I don't know if it does anything, but who knows, maybe you have to activate it somehow. And another thing, okay, the Gobblegums you're probably going to want is the 3 perk Gobblegums, whichever ones you have, the On the House, Unquenchable, and Perkaholic. Perkaholic's obviously the best, but if you don't have it, use either of the other 2. And you also get a free perk by doing, there's a parkour in Der Eisendrache. You just jump out of the wall and then just get as high as you can, and then there'll be like a perk drop floating there, and I'm pretty sure when you grab it, it gives it to all of your teammates, if I'm not mistaken. I was playing solo, so I wouldn't know. And there is the Widow's Wine machine just above the stage, which is what I really like about the map, because I love Widow's Wine, because it's obviously an amazing perk. But I hated having to get it on Der Eisendrache and Gord Krovi, because it would literally take forever. It's still a good map, though. I'm loving this map. It's definitely better than Zetsubo, and I'm thinking I'm liking it more than Gorod and Der Eisen. Der Eisen and Gorod, I'm thinking Gorod was my favorite Black Ops 3 before this, but I think this one definitely takes the cake, because... my god, I'm out of breath. Hold on! Because I had a lot of fun with it, mainly on my first attempt, and that's when I get a first impression and it's huge. Oh, by the way, here's where I down. I see a max ammo and I start shooting with my death machine like an idiot. And then when I go down, it says I can be revived, because I told you about the glitch earlier. My Keeper went away, and then he wouldn't come back, so now I'm down waiting to be revived, and it's so sad. But we've got about like 30 seconds left. What do I say for 30 seconds? Okay, well, above all, on my first impressions, if you don't have the map yet, you should definitely get it. It's probably the best zombies map to date, in my opinion, besides, like, well, alongside Mob of the Dead and Origins, these 3 maps are, like, amazing. Definitely get this map. It's too good. And then, after that, the strategy I just showed, probably not the best one. I think, what people are talking about with those, like, moon jumpers, you should probably look into that. I will as well. And the Gobblegums, of course, you're always going to want an alchemical, because no matter what. And here's where I die, and now I'm just spectating. You see that? You see? What is that? What is this? What is this? Eventually, I just end the game, and it does save my leaderboard stuff, and does give me the XP, thankfully. Anyways, it's been great doing this video, great talking to you. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk...
Skin boots on a Saturday night.